Our brand is now very relatably messy, authentic.
Yes.
What's up guys, it's Kat and Deb from Two Market Girls. Welcome back to another vegan recipe. Today we're making our recipes from different kitchens because we're physical distancing. And in honor of life right now, we thought maybe we should do a challenge.
We were planning to do a challenge already, but we decided to change up what the challenge was supposed to be because what it was supposed to be just doesn't make sense for right now either. It was supposed to be the game day challenge, and well, there's no sports.
So instead, we did the pantry challenge because we're all trying to, cook from the pantry a lot and use more shelf-stable items. I would say emphasis on the word challenge today.
Devin didn't have a good time.
No.
I did actually find it really difficult to come up with an idea that used mostly shelf-stable things or like things that last a long time because like we're so used to cooking with like fresh veggies all the time, and like you can't necessarily just substitute in fresh for frozen in certain recipes because sometimes it just doesn't work.
Exactly. And then I started planning recipes and then I was like, no, we've already done that. No, we already did that. And I fully almost made a recipe that is already on the blog.
I mean, minus the like vegan chicken, right? That's the only thing that was different.
Yeah, a little bit. So Kat, what did you make?
I made a creamy tomato one-pot pasta.
Oh.
I think that's the best name to explain what it is.
That covers it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and I made a chickpea scramble thing. That's great.
A chickpea scramble thing.
Yeah. Okay, before we get into the recipes, be sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss future vegan recipes every Sunday and whatever Wednesdays, every other Wednesday. We are mixing things up as life is getting mixed up, so you want to stay tuned because these days you never know what you're going to get, and neither do we.
No, yeah. I think literally every video is going to look different.
Yeah.
Like completely different.
Okay, let's go make these foods.
These foods. To make your creamy tomato one-pot pasta, we are going to add a little bit of oil to a large pot and then heat that over medium heat for about 30 seconds to a minute. Then we're gonna add in some diced white onion and cook that for about 2 to 3 minutes. Then we're gonna add in some minced garlic and some white kidney beans and cook that for about 5 minutes, stirring that pretty frequently. Then we're going to add in some spicy sun-dried tomato paste. If you don't have this, you can simply mince up some sun-dried tomatoes and add some chili flakes or some kind of hot sauce in, or just stick with the sun-dried tomatoes if you don't want this spicy. Then we're gonna stir that in and cook for an additional minute or so. Then we're gonna add in some canned San Marzano tomatoes. They are a little bit more expensive, but you can opt for just regular diced tomatoes if you want. Then we're gonna add in a little bit of water and some bouillon paste and stir that until the bouillon has mixed into the sauce. Then using a blender or a hand blender like I did, blend that until it's nice and smooth. We're gonna season with some salt and pepper. And then I added in some more sun-dried tomato paste because I wanted it to be a little bit more flavorful and I wanted some of the texture from the sun-dried tomato to still come through in the sauce. Then we're going to add in our uncooked pasta and cook that until just al dente. Then we're gonna serve it up with a dollop of pesto and some more of the sun-dried tomato paste, and if you have it, a sprinkle of fresh basil or dried basil, it's up to you, and then optionally a sprinkle of nooch. And then you're done.
To make my chickpea scramble, you're gonna start by draining and rinsing a can of chickpeas and adding that to a bowl. Then you're gonna mash it up as much as you can. You can use a fork or a potato masher, or you could also add it to a food processor if you like. As I was mashing mine up, I found that a lot of the skins of the chickpeas came off, so you can just kind of pick those out as you see fit. Once it's mashed to your liking, then you're gonna add in garlic powder, onion powder, smoked paprika, nutritional yeast, turmeric, and black pepper, and then mix that all together. And then we're just gonna set that aside. And then in a pan over medium heat on the stove, you're gonna add about a tablespoon of vegan butter and let that melt down, and then add in some finely diced onion and garlic and let that cook until the onions start to get translucent. Then you're gonna add in your chickpea scramble mixture and mix that all together. If you're finding it a little bit dry, you can add in a couple teaspoons of oil. Then you wanna add in about a 1/4 teaspoon of liquid smoke. And finally, right after you remove it from the heat, you can sprinkle in 1/2 to 1 teaspoons of black salt, depending on how strong you want the eggy flavor to be. And that's your chickpea scramble. I put it on a sandwich with some avocado, mayo, and tomato, but whatever other fresh vegetables or toppings you have, you can have with the scramble. So now we don't get to try each other's dishes.
I know, which is sad. So like, we literally have to leave it up to the audience to figure out whose is better.
Yeah, we can't advocate for each other's. I mean, I can tell you if mine is good or bad, but also, as with our challenge videos, always there'll be a card in the top left-hand corner, and that's where you can go to vote for which recipe you like better or which one you would make first or whatever. Just go vote for Kat. It's fine.
I do think mine is probably a more complete meal. As is.
Probably.
But I also do think, like, even while making it and tasting it, like, it is a good, like, it's a really good as is, but it's also a very good base. Like, if you have fresh veggies on hand, to add some fresh veggies into mine and things like that.
Yeah. Yeah, like mine's a scramble, but I turned it into a sandwich because it was just, it needed some love.
It's okay. I'm sure it's delicious. Should we try them both now?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
It's just, okay.
It's so good. I really like mine. Like, I'm definitely going to be making mine again. What? My,
Yeah, I just saw you, like, look into the camera and be like,
That's me. That's me advocating for my recipe.
Oh, sorry. Let me do that, too.
It's really good.
I think mine is good, too.
Yeah? I want to try. Maybe I'll make yours next week. Okay. So, vote. There, I think.
Yeah, in the comments, tell us which recipe you're voting for and why. And if you could please tell me how you could make my recipe better, I would really appreciate that.
Yeah, definitely. Any kind of pantry cooking tips, leave them in the comments, because we're struggling a little bit too, because we don't often cook from our pantry a lot. We cook with a lot of fresh produce because we can. So let us know your cooking tips for pantry stuff.
Yeah, in the comments, we'll talk about pantry stuff and which recipe you're voting for. Also, let us know if you're enjoying our different content and what you want to see. You got anything else to share, Kat?
Vote for me.
Oh, yeah, go vote for Kat. It'll be up in the corner. Give her the votes.
But no, if you feel so inclined and you're able to support, share, or go to our Patreon, all that kind of stuff, the stuff we normally say in every video.
Our patrons are a lovely group of people who help support the work that we do, and in exchange we give them some bonus content, so they'll get the recipes a day ahead of time, or they're part of a secret forum where we discuss what content we should do. Mukbangers get a mukbang once a month, and those are a lot of fun, so if you're able to support us, we really appreciate that. Otherwise, thumbs up, subscribe, share it with a friend. We're still doing our podcast every Monday, so you can go listen to that. It's kind of just become life chats. Usually we talk about news in the vegan world and living that vegan life, but it just kind of feels like normal life is on hold and we're just navigating it week by week and sharing that on our podcast. And that's going to be it for us. Kat, I miss you.
I miss you too.
Oh.
Are you holding your hand up trying to...
Oh, yeah, yes. High five.
High five. Go.
Oh, we got it. I think we definitely...
Whatever.
Oh, you're still doing it. Now you're just hitting me. From different kitchens. Curtis, I'm recording right now. Did you hear him just scream?
Yeah, I didn't realize it was Curtis though. You know what I've actually discovered? I don't love the Trader Joe's everything bagel seasoning. It's so oniony.
How can you say that?
Like, I love onions, but I feel like it leans on the onions so much. Maybe I got a weird batch.
I'm leaning right into it.